The day Keanu Reeves became one of Hollywood's biggest stars, almost nobody could see how much he had already lost. He was born in Beirut in 1964 and raised mainly in Toronto after his parents separated. School was difficult. He struggled with dyslexia, changed schools several times, and left high school before graduating. At 22, he moved to Los Angeles. He was not a major star. He was another young actor looking for a break. Then Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure arrived in 1989. It worked. Suddenly, Hollywood knew his face, but fame created a trap. Critics questioned his acting ability, and instead of protecting the image that had made him famous, Reeves kept choosing different roles. Point Break, My Own Private Idaho, Dracula. Then in 1994, Speed changed everything. The film became a major hit, and Reeves was suddenly an action star. That should have been the moment when his life finally became simple. It wasn't. He turned down a reported $11 million sequel offer because he wanted to make other films. He chose smaller, riskier projects instead of immediately repeating the formula. Then came 1999, The Matrix. The film became a global phenomenon and Reeves became the face of Neo. For a moment, the story looked complete. Then his private life collapsed. In 1999, his daughter with Jennifer Syme was stillborn. The relationship ended. In 2001, Syme died in a car accident. The man millions knew from the screen was carrying losses the audience could not see. And there was another blow. His sister Kim had been battling leukemia, and Reeves helped support her during her illness. Yet he kept working, not by pretending nothing had happened, but by continuing to show up. The Matrix sequels followed. Then came years of films that did not recreate the same cultural impact. He directed Man of Tai Chi in 2013. That same year, 47 Ronin arrived after a troubled production and received poor reviews. The film underperformed in North America. The timing was uncomfortable. Hollywood had already seen him rise once, fall out of fashion, and become Neo. Now he was approaching 50, and the industry had plenty of younger action stars. Then Hollywood made another bet. In 2014, at 49, Reeves appeared in John Wick. Reeves did not simply arrive on set and perform. He trained in judo, jiu-jitsu, weapons handling, and tactical movement. The preparation became part of the identity of the character. He was not trying to look like John Wick. He was trying to make the movement believable. At 49, he was asking audiences to believe in a completely new version of him. And this time, the risk worked. The premise was simple. A retired hitman is forced back into the world he escaped. But the movie did something unexpected. It gave Reeves a new identity, not Neo, not the goofy teenager from Bill and Ted, John Wick. The film became a surprise success, turning a project that could have been another forgotten action movie into a new franchise. The audience had not forgotten him. It had simply been waiting to see what he would become next. The sequels followed, and the role became bigger than anyone expected. The man who had once been told he was not a serious actor was now leading one of Hollywood's most recognizable action series. But the most important part of the story happened before John Wick. When the world saw the finished actor, it saw the comeback. It did not see the years between the victories, the failed films, the criticism, the personal losses, the roles that did not work, the decisions that looked strange when they were made. And that is what makes the story different. Keanu Reeves did not build his career by climbing continuously upward. He repeatedly reached a peak, lost it, disappeared from the center of Hollywood, and returned in a completely different form. At 22, he was an unknown actor in Los Angeles. At 30, he was an action star. At 35, he was Neo. Years later, he had to prove that audiences would follow him somewhere else. At 49, John Wick gave him another peak. The image people remember is a man in a black suit, walking through a hotel while everyone around him knows his name. Years earlier, nobody did. But the deeper story began much earlier. It is the story of someone who kept moving forward, while the version of himself that had already succeeded kept disappearing behind him. The first time Hollywood underestimated him, he was young. The second time, he was already famous. The third time, he was nearly 50. And that is the detail that changes the entire story. His greatest comeback did not happen after his first failure. It happened after the world had already decided it knew exactly who he was. That's his story. Every week on Silent Grind, one more person who was counted out and didn't stay down. Subscribe. The next one might be exactly what you needed to hear.